because time really flies. A lot of my videos got a pretty good amount of views while I was like gone, or rather not making videos. I still, read everything and whatnot, but a lot of things changed in my life over the last year. Changed like my living space, a lot of relationship change, like a lot of lifestyle change. Got a new job, school picked up, just a whole lot of things that made it relatively hard to motivate myself to make videos. And also, I definitely stopped playing Tarkov. I know a lot of people really wanted Tarkov content, and I felt bad about that because I just was absolutely not playing. That game really takes a lot of time and energy, honestly, and if I were to have continued playing it, it would pretty much have to be the only game that I played. And realistically, I'm not actually playing as many games these days. I still am. I mean, I still love games, gaming, but certainly a lot less. One thing that I have remained playing is Counter-Strike, and especially Counter-Strike game modes, mostly bunny hop. That's really my game mode of choice. I've spent a long time doing that, but I'm here playing KZ right now. Although I'm just sitting in the entrance zone, obviously while I talk, just messing around. But if you're not familiar with KZ, I'll turn on this so that you can see. It's just it's a movement game mode using the source engine. And it's kind of difficult to describe without going into detail about a lot of things. So I might talk about it later. Although if you're watching a KZ video, there's potentially a chance that you already know what it is. But anyways, you might notice that the audio sounds a little bit different. Interesting, it's like a bunny hop section. That is because I am in a different room. I have a different setup, different acoustics. Well, not really completely different setup, but the acoustics of the room are certainly different. And so there's a good chance that that will play a part in how this sounds. I also have a new keyboard that I built and modded. And I have a feeling that that will sound pretty different in the video as well. Probably louder. I'll probably have to consider if that is like a good or a bad thing. I guess let me know what you think. Oh, jeez. Not sure. Also, you might be hearing like a bunch of mouse pad. So I'll really have to feel all of that out and see what that's like when I listen to this video. But yeah, I felt like KZ would be something that I can do kind of in the background. I don't actually play that much of the game mode. As I said, I play a lot more of bunny hop, and so the acceleration and such in KZ is a little bit different. I'm not as familiar with it, so I'm not that great at KZing. This is bigger than I thought, but I still enjoy it. So that is why I'm doing it. Yeah, in terms of things that I'm like willing to play for the channel, it's a little bit difficult because I need to crouch for this. That's the whole map. So if I had actually started the timer, this would be the end. It's a very short map, huh? But the things that I'm willing to play for the channel are not that many things. Mostly just because I'm interested in playing just different games. I think that was really like the objective of this channel. Was titling it Unoriginal ASMR, and then playing games that are actually original. Well, let's not say like original, okay, like, oh right, I forgot, there's another ledge. Like, it's not like crazy that I'm making like an ASMR Tarkov video, right? But it's a nice concept to me. Oh jeez. To play something interesting, I guess, like something that's not as commonly done. I think something that I really enjoy about ASMR videos that I do end up watching is just, yeah, like the originality, or just having, I really like videos that feel very like, I guess low budget isn't the word, but it's kind of fitting for what the point that I'm trying to make. So that, or just like a fresh concept, is very enjoyable to me. This is terrible. There we go. So that's the whole map right there. You can see I got the, this is the ranking, timer, etc. But yeah, so like really, like all I'm doing honestly is playing Casey and then like Bunny Hop, which I'll switch to real quick just because why not? You know, we already finished the map and I'm not that interested in going for crazy times on there. One game that I have been playing recently is old school RuneScape. Been having a bunch of fun with that. I played it a long time ago when I was very young, as most people do when they've experienced that game. But I was horrible at it, didn't really know what was going on, and I didn't really enjoy it because I didn't really know what was going on. So it's been cool getting back into it and actually like getting something out of the game. One problem with b-hopping for videos that I've run into, or just really any of these source game modes that I play, is like the level of like focus that I'll end up getting into when I'm doing it. So it can become a little bit difficult to talk while I'm doing that, yes. Especially if it's like a good run. But anyways, yes, old school RuneScape and having fun with that game. Potentially might make a video on that if that's something that interests people. Although I don't presume myself getting too much feedback since I haven't made a video in 100 million years. But yeah, that's a very casual game. It's been very easy for me to play as I've been like way busier, right? So I can just like click on something and make progress in the background. I guess the biggest like significant change in my life, which was already somewhat part of my life when I was making the previous videos, is the introduction that I had to well, I'll take a step back and mention like just the VR in general. even know if I've talked about it on this channel, but I fell like very deep in love with virtual reality a while back when I got an Oculus headset, and then progressively got more and more gear and ended up with a different setup. But I was pretty much in love with it off the bat. It was really fantastic. And then I found VR chat, and VR chat is very interesting in a million different ways. I could talk about it for hours, as I've spent thousands of them. I can't really say thousands, but no, I definitely, almost. But this would be a good run if the start was better. But yes, interesting game certainly, right? But I think one of the most interesting things inside of that game is the fact that a music scene that is incredibly rich exists inside of the game. If you're familiar with the IRL rave scene or music scene or whatever, you might know about Resident Advisor. And they just made a video and had a feature about the VR chat rave scene / music scene, whatnot, which does a really fantastic job of explaining it if you are interested. And also, it's pretty crazy that it has grown to the point where it is getting featured on stuff like Resident Advisor, which is like these, like a very well-known journal, event hosting, whatnot, music publishing, like everything, like just, yeah. Anyways, so VR chat has this crazy music scene, yes. And so I find that and fall completely into it. And that is where I've spent most of my free time that I've allocated to, like, gaming, I guess. In a way, it doesn't really feel like gaming. Socializing in a platform like VR is very... It's hard to put it in. It's not hard to put it into words. I'm just lacking the word right now, but it's very human. You really get such presence that you don't get in like many other games. Well, you definitely don't get it in other games, but it's hard to find that in online platforms in general. It's very different from what you would get in like a Discord call or something with people. So anyways, I find this music scene, fall in love with it, dedicate a lot of time to it, meet a lot of friends in it, and it also really helps me get into, obviously music in general, like fall deeper into love with music and spend way more time discovering things and enjoying it and whatnot. But as well as actually going and participating in local music scenes and going out and leaving my house and doing things, which has been fantastic. But obviously, of course, that all means less gaming, which is a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to pose that as anything but a good thing. But yeah, it's been a very, very interesting section of my life that I've entered, as it's very unfamiliar to me. It was very outside of my element. Let's try some scroll. So, I've been bhopping on auto bhop, which is my preferred game mode, and many people's preferred game modes, as it removes the RNG that exists with scroll. Like obviously that was personal failure. I didn't jump, but you can just lose speed due to let's not do scroll. We'll do a bit of half sideways. I'm not sure that this video will be all that soothing to watch, but this game mode is one of the things that I find to be the most soothing things out there. And partially my bias on that comes from the fact that I've played it for the last, I don't know, like 10 plus years of my life, potentially more. But it's so meditative and blissful once it's once it's so deeply ingrained into your muscle memory, which it certainly is, although not so good at this game mode. But once it's so deep in there, it's just like you enter the flow state. When you're playing it. This might be fun on quick, much faster game mode. Oops. Didn't disable voices. Anyways, I actually don't know how long this video already is. And to be honest, I wasn't planning on it being all that long because, as I mentioned, I am absolutely prey to the wagey life. And I have work very early in the morning. Oh, that could have been decent. If you're wondering what this line is, it is the world record run, at least on this server. So, it's not like it's easy or even possible for a lot of people to follow that path to a T. This should be good. But it does provide some guidance. What you could do to optimize a little bit. I'll do my best to follow it. On this one, let's see how this goes. You can see as soon as I start trying to do that, I start failing. Look at that, isn't that interesting? That's the amount of that's the mental toll that it's taking to not do the route that I'm comfortable with. That could have been fine if I had cut at the end. This one could be fine. No, because that I cut close. Sorry, commentary here is going to lack for one moment as I am trying. This run will be poor. Yes, it was. So will this. You can sort of tell off the bat, especially if your route is wrong. I could make that there, it would have been quite good. There we go. 25th, not so bad. I have a pretty poor time on the actual version of this map, which I think I could definitely improve, but it is actually a pretty hard map. The start is pretty hard, like this is difficult to do. It's much easier to strafe it this way. But like, geez, these are bad strafes. Like, yeah, not so good, huh? But anyway, I figured I would make this video. Not sure if this, to be honest, just like all my vids, including some that I haven't actually made. Well, at the very tail end, it was like right after I made that video, and my videos got some reception, I started recording another video, and I don't think I ever uploaded. Well, obviously I didn't upload it, but I didn't really finish it. Yeah, I just kind of like quit out, and I was like, I don't know if this will get uploaded. So I'm gonna say the same thing on this one, but it probably, maybe will get uploaded. Smile. But yeah, so I'm like, not to say that I have more free time now. In fact, I actually have much less, and it's gonna continue to get lesser and lesser. But with that in mind, I'm still trying to do more things with my life, just more activities, whatnot, and so the potential to do videos like this is maybe like on the horizon again. Can't say for sure, but it would just have to be with something that I'm enjoying, and honestly, I found it very easy to speak over Tarkov, which I think is maybe interesting. I don't know if people have the same experience with the game, but it is actually kind of hard for me to speak over Bunny Hop because of that like zen flow state that it puts me into. Like you saw, like when I was actually going for, if I'm going for anything, it's very hard. If I'm just jumping around like this, where I'm clearly like, I'm like really not going for a decent time or anything, then it's not too difficult for me to talk. Yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I need to go to bed, so I'm gonna end this video. But stay tuned, I guess. Hopefully I'll make some more stuff. Maybe something creative. Not so sure. We will see. But I really appreciate all the support on the channel. All the nice comments. Felt good. I appreciated that. I'm glad I could help people out. Provide something of value to you, potentially. That is a cool feeling. Especially because I kind of expected these videos to get like 10 views, which they very well may, but that's fine, honestly. Like, it is actually quite nice to just speak for a little while.